Okay, first of all I'd like to say thank you to Daniel for being agreeable to being interviewed. I think I've known Daniel for quite a few years, and I do believe you first started off in People First in Manchester, didn't you?
I actually was one of the founder members of Manchester People First. Well, I was in a meeting many years, because when I was as old as you are, really about 15-year-old. So when we set up, I was behind you.
And what made you decide to come all the way down from Manchester to our organisation?
I like the way that they worked.
So what was it you liked? That you knew
you were like a bigger voice for the learners of the movement.
So,
you're the only one that had the guts and the whereabouts to invite people like other groups to this conference. Like.
Yeah. So what was the difference between Manchester People First and then Northampton? What was it that made it stick out?
The difference is that massive span its feet.
Yeah.
And we had difficulty with funding people. You had you in a different twin hand. You had found your feet. You've been established for a few years by then, so you knew what they were.
Well, I think you know that yourself in your issue. I've been here since for 21 years. You know what I mean? That's a long time for my life. What was one of the first things that you worked on with us?
First thing I worked on was a sexuality policy with. What's it called? We have a volunteer, a woman that used to be there from.
Support person?
Support person, yeah.
Wasn't John Walker?
Before that, I think. Before
John Mason?
John Mason.
John Mason, yeah.
And we did it was a policy made done by MenCap, it was not accessible. And we got this together looking at how to make it more accessible for people with learning.
And wasn't there also where you were going to actually set up, if I remember, there were a couple of things we were going to set up, like a young people first. There was also the relationships leaf that you did, things like that. There's a few things. So what else? No, there were just probably two.
I helped with, I was a very big part of Being People First.
Yeah.
Very big, a big key for that. When I get that was a big piece of work that we that we wanted to do. I wanted to do to bring like all these other groups from it. One opinion.
Yeah.
That's one of the big projects. I know what we did was I got involved when you changed to be a company.
That's right. Oh, you remember that as well. When we're looking at being not just thinking about whether to be a charity, but the changes of were we going to be a limited by guarantee, a company, should it be registered?
Yeah.
There was long big sessions on that, wasn't there?
And I got elected as a company secretary.
That's right. In one of the elections. That's true. Yeah. Did you regret it?
No, the work I've done with the advocacy projects, I don't regret it because it's having the way I'm moving forward. I know who I am now.
Yeah.
And it's like it's part of the steps.
And what were the first conferences you got involved in? Because I think there's a couple you got involved in, wasn't there? National wise.
There was an Olympic one.
Yeah.
One in Scotland as well.
Yeah, Scotland, yeah.
And there's a few Northwest ones that I remember. That one went out to Manchester. But there's good ones.
There's also the European First one, wasn't there?
I didn't go involved in that.
No, you didn't.
That was as I was leaving.
Yeah.
As I was leaving, you were setting that up.
Ah. So you know you've actually got round a bit yourself by seeing different things.
I used to go to a lot of day services in Northampton.
Yeah.
And like Princess Marina, the one of Princess Marina.
That's right, yeah. Well, you know that's now closed, don't you? So there's this whole redevelopment around it now. And what things did you personally like doing when you were with us? Because you did take charge of you did take charge of things for yourself to do for the group organisation, didn't you?
Yeah, I just got like I got the full of excitement people just doing things for other people who like try to make more friends, bringing people under that. Not as a way of like advertising the group, saying we're here.
Yeah.
We're not going to go away. sort of issue. Where and then to me it was like, the biggest we can make is help is, must make more privileges. When people don't say thank you to you, they say thank you. That's the biggest thing for me, when people say, well, when something goes right, thank you.
And do you also remember when, obviously you've heard in Buchanan today, when we did the section today in our presentation, do you still remember him?
I remember in Buchanan, I don't remember the assistant director.
Oh, you mean Mr. Ian Winters?
Yes.
What we said earlier is when our own discussion about challenging behaviour. Yeah,
because I remember when I first actually met him. To me, I think it was before the partnership all started. And it was just and then after I left, I looked and he was, does he look like Ken Dodd?
Yeah, that's a good way to think, yeah.
Because at the time with the curly hair and the teeth, so I think
I think if I remember that, wasn't that at Sywell Aerodrome?
Yeah.
Where they had that, where they did that consultation.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to present it in an accessible format, or they weren't prepared to rewrite the report.
They didn't want to. They wouldn't write about it.
Yeah, that's true. And do you ever regret moving back to Manchester?
The reason why I see regret, but one thing that I see, I was there I knew what happened. When I was in Northamptonshire,
yeah.
I was there, I knew that I was on there I knew that I was there for a purpose. I had to help you with stuff like, for you to gain my knowledge, for you to learn from me, and I learned from you, the group that Northamptonshire first. Somebody from outside of the area with different ideas.
Yeah. So what would you say if a new person that didn't know anything about advocacy, and because of your experiences and there's other experiences around, what would you say to those people?
What would you look at would be somebody looking at them. Speak, contacting people who know and they know, like myself, just yourself, and having a friendly chat.
Yeah.
And say, try and ease the worries. Because a lot of people like that. Well, literally, I've just been having a services, getting involved with certain services. So if they come to us first, we can reassure them from the TV problems, but join these groups. There's no harm. It builds your self-esteem, it builds your confidence, you make friends.
And there's obviously we can't forget the Liverpudlians and the Cumbrians, because we know what it was like to have a foursome between us.
Yeah, they were strong. They were a strong foursome.
Yeah.
Because we needed somebody, because we didn't get it from elsewhere in the Pittsburgh movement.
Yeah.
Because they were not mentioning the name, they're like, other people would want control. They can't, and the two from the Merseyside want that control, want to share it.
Yeah. Oh, what, in Liverpool, what, for the Monica?
The one for the London one.
Oh, yeah.
Your mind goes back now.
It does go, just a bit too right, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but there's a lot of whole new things about organisations like ourselves who want to develop and push things on for the new generation.
Because by the time we wasn't very far, like a few years before the Mellowing, to try and make sure that groups like our Cumbria and
you've got Carlisle, which we've got with Louise Townsend and Doctor.
And you've got Liverpool.
Yeah, and you've got Paddy.
And then you've got Paddy. Those strong links will never go away.
Yeah.
Go with them links.
Exactly. But those groups are still around.
Yeah.
Those groups are around. So, what are your plans for the future now, Daniel? Because obviously now you've moved on. You're here today. And obviously we do know there's a lot of videos of you about your history in your own personal life.
Yeah.
So what is your future now? Where are you going to go to from here?
Well, my opinion would have been like, because I've got a lot of knowledge. I would like to be like, yeah, eventually may try and get a job in the sort of field of like research, presenting around learning disability. Because, or I could be a consultant, like they'll come to me and say, well, can you do this presentation, you can do this. Where instead of like, we're not getting paid for certain things, getting paid for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so have you got anywhere in mind?
At the moment I work very closely with Manchester University and all that, because once I grew out of the Civil First movement, I went to the university where I actually teach three students who are going into services. And that's getting more, I'm getting more out of that than they're getting more out of that. So that's where I could use it. That's the platform I can use. So to give the research jobs or anything, that's where the platform can lie.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously your future is going to be set. Yeah, you're obviously really looking ahead to a research, doing some research in your own way of doing research. Would you encourage other people like yourself to do something like that?
They would only do it if they would need, if they've never done it before, they need a lot, they need a good support back network or a good like friend network, some sort of, like a group like yourselves as a backdrop, or like if there's any problems or anything, they can come call to you.
Well, look, all I can say is whatever happens in the future, Daniel, all the best, mate.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure talking to you today after a long time.
And
you still look young, Daniel, so you're all right. You've got more hair than me, actually. So all I can say is thank you for being here, Daniel. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for your time.
All the best, mate.
Thank you for your time.
Brilliant. Can I get you? Oh, that was perfect. That was really good. Thank you.
No, well, that's what I thought of, because Dan.